Hang on. Right, okay. I'm not in dreamland. That actually did happen. Yeah, wow. Lincoln City 0, Sunderland 4. I didn't. Don't get us wrong, I did maintain that if Sunderland play to the best of their ability, they are capable of beating Lincoln. And Lincoln have obviously deserved a lot of respect because they've got into second place. They're still in second place after today. That's insane. To go to Lincoln and win 4-0. And it was literally what happened? Like, it was the most fearless performance I've seen this season. Now, granted, that doesn't take much because the standards had been set so low to the point where we were trying to look for positives in a 1-0 home draw against Burton. I'm still a little bit disappointed in the sense that if we'd have done this on the back of beating MK Dons, beating Burton and beating Wigan, we could have been in a really good position now. But at the end of the day, to maintain... do I still think the squad's good enough to get top two? Certainly going forward, I don't think it is. But that's the aim. You've got to have that as the aim. And we've got to make sure that we're in realistic touching distance by the time January comes along. But in saying that's going to do a world of confidence for the lads. That's going to be psychologically, that's a big boost for them. And rightly so. You know, I'm pretty sure going into the game, Lincoln had only conceded something like 10 goals. And we've almost... we had another 4 of that, which is insane. I'm looking at the league table now. Our goal difference is 9, which is the joint 4th or 5th best in the league now, which, again, baffling. Absolutely baffling. And a couple of the other... Obviously, we won. Hull lost. I would have preferred Wimbledon and held on to get something at Charlton, but nevertheless... You know, we've just got to deal with that one. We've got to deal with these games when we come to it. What a result, though. Definitely the best result of the season. And in terms of the most complete performance we've had this season, where we got the first one, scored the penalty, then we pressed, pushed, got another one, pushed, got another one, 3-0 up at half time, kept pushing, albeit not to the same intensity in the second half, pushed again, got a 4th goal. And good for Charlie Wyke to get 2 goals. And I'll hold my hands up with Charlie Wyke because I said at the start of the season... he would be very lucky to get anywhere near double figures. Round about now, he's got 7 league goals this season. I expect him to have to finish the season on that goals tally, maybe a bit less. So fair play to him. If he helps us contribute to a successful season, and by successful I mean promotion, hopefully with some good additions in January, then fair play to him. Can't knock him. What can you say about Johnson? You know, to a small extent, we probably were lucky in the first half that Lincoln had 2 very, very good chances that they probably should have taken before we went 1-0 up. But if you're going to use that argument, then I would argue that we were... the stats would suggest we were unlucky last week because Wigan only had 1 shot all game, scored it and won the game because of it. And they got a good win themselves today, actually. I think they've won anyway. They won against Accrington, which is a good result for us, actually. But in general, very good performance. And Lee Johnson already used 5 subs today. And I know I make a big deal about subs all the time, but the reason I do it is because I want people to be proactive. I want to see us really utilising substitutions. And remember, we've got a very hectic fixture list coming up. In the next 2 weeks, we've got Wimbledon, Shrewsbury, Blackpool, Hull, and I think Accrington, and then say Northampton. So in the next 3 weeks, we've got 6 games, which, you know, and this is one of the biggest things I need to address here. Great result today, great for Johnson, great for the players. We showed intensity, we showed urgency, and we took responsibility. I'm not expecting that sort of scoreline if we win every week. I'm not expecting that, don't get me wrong. But I'm expecting a similar level of effort levels and intensity levels and urgency levels. Because that simply, for me, has not been there in the last few weeks prior to today. And obviously against Oldham, you could argue, but I didn't watch that game. In terms of the league games, even against Wigan, you could argue it was to a degree. But the other games, there certainly wasn't that level of intensity there for me. But the biggest thing for me is I want this to be the start of a run. I don't want this to just be a one-off and go back to underperforming again. I want to see us go on a winning streak now. And it all depends on the application levels the players put into the games. So, look guys, I'll leave you there. I'm absolutely speechless that it happened. We won 4-0. I'm not dreaming this. Wow. That's for once I can actually enjoy me Saturday night. Take care, guys. Love yous all lots. Stay safe. And I'll see you on the Sunday brunch. And hopefully, again, the start of a good run. We'll see.